Hey, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be focusing on mining, something you guys can do right here in Bestock. One of the major things that you're going to want. So guys, we've been saving up gil throughout the series. This is where I would say invest your gil. I went ahead and linked show member who was able to craft this for me, and it took about 30k. But it's all 4 pieces of the mining gear: the boots, the legs, the gloves, and the body piece. And there are HQ'd versions and non-HQ'd versions, obviously giving better results. I definitely recommend investing into this before you get into the mining. And obviously the next thing you guys are going to need is pickaxes. You can come down here to H7, come back here, and he does sell them for 194 gil. I would say compare this to the auction house. So under the auction house, go to others, miscellaneous. And like I said, it's always good to double check. Let's see, mining axes. Okay, there we go. Pickaxes. Oh, not bid. Let's take a look here. 2100 was what I bought it for earlier. Take 2100. I believe it comes out to 183 gil. So it is slightly cheaper right now to buy off the auction house than it is to buy from the vendor. We're trying to save as much gil as possible during this. Alright, the next piece of advice: if you still have those wind crystals that I said to hold on to, what we're going to use those on is go ahead and right here on the auction house, go in and buy maple logs. They go for about 200 to 300 gil per stack. Go ahead and use a wind crystal with 1 log and make as many lumbers as you can. Alright guys, so as soon as you made as much wood as you could, using whatever wind crystals you had, I managed to get about 3 stacks. And this is going to matter later on. You have to come in here with 4 to 5 stacks worth of fire crystals for this to work. However you went about getting your 12 pickaxes, start with just 12, see how you do. Don't go full in. Try to reserve your gil for, obviously equipment and such. But this is a good way to slowly start making another kind of gil via crafting and even selling the ores themselves. So once you're ready to go, we're going to head over here to the mines in Bestock. And once we're inside, I'm going to show you what to do. Alright guys, once you're inside the cave and you look around, I'm sure you've seen these blue dots. That's the mining point. Now what you can do is click on it, trade the pickaxe. So what this item does is as soon as you target something, it'll want to use the item that you're telling it to use on the place that you're telling it to use it on. So by simply making this macro, what you can do now is click it, and there it goes. Now remember, with every opportunity comes different ores, a chance for your pickaxe to break, or nothing at all. And you keep doing this till the area goes away. Alright, once it's gone, just start looking around for the next one. Alright guys, one of the items that can come out of this is a pebble. Honestly, just equip it in your ammo slot. Fight something in here, just throw every pebble you got at it. Get your throwing skill up for free. If not, I think they sell for 1 gil each. With zinc ore, you can craft zinc oxide, which is 3 zincs plus a fire crystal. This will bring your skill up. I'm actually going to be saving my zinc ore to trade in towards the quest guy, so I'll get a little bit of Tenchido rep, and I think it was 300 gil per turn. I'm going to double check that when we get there. But this is how I'm going to make some of the gil back from this adventure. The next one is copper ore. We're going to be using 3 copper ore plus 1 tin in order to make copper ingots. Then we're going to take the copper ingots and mix it with that lumber that I had you guys make earlier. That makes pickaxes. So we can get our skill ups while trying to make as many pickaxes back. You will get iron ore. Level 20 smithing is about the time that you can start making iron ingots. Silver ore is just like the ingot ore, except for 20 goldsmithing. You will run into dark steel, different forms of colored rocks, and gold ore. There's a very low chance of it happening. We want to get as many skill ups and as much gil back as possible, if not make gil during this time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'm going to post up the end results after all axes have been used. Alright guys, so I have 3 copper ore and 3 tin ore so far. So I'm going to take a fire crystal and try our luck. If it doesn't break, I can show you the next step. So let's put that together. And this equals a copper ingot, which brings up your crafting levels. Alright, now that we have the bronze ingot, use a fire crystal again. We're going to put the bronze ingot in 1 maple lumber. And this is going to raise your skill even higher. But this makes a pickaxe. And we did it. That's 180 gil saved right there. And you'll be down here even longer. So I would recommend just going on until you're running out of pickaxes. Get as many skill ups as you can. Down the road, you're going to eventually take I believe it's 4 tin ores to make a copper ingot. So that's a level 10 recipe, so I would wait till you get more skill ups. But if you start to see more tin ore, you can go that route as well. Also guys, if you want to use the copper ingot to get 180 gil per trade-in, there's the quest over at F10 markets. They'll trade 1 copper ingot for 180 gil. So if you're looking to make more gil back, you can go that route as well. Alright guys, so what I did 2 different runs. The first run I did with a stack of pickaxes. I think I bought 8 more after that. And the second run I went and bought 2 stacks to kind of give you an overall picture of the investment versus what comes out of it. So I'm going to go and share that now. Alright guys, so here's the breakdown of my first run. And mad shout out to Tashi for crafting these for me at cost of materials. Really awesome of him to do. He's the leader of our link shell. Really great guys. It reminds me of the old times with the game. But the mining set roughly ran me around 30k in materials. We bought some axes, bought some additional axes on top of that. During this run, we were able to make 5 of them using the fire crystal method I talked about earlier. And this is kind of just a general breakdown. So by the end of this run, putting things on the market board, trading them into the NPCs for repeatable quests and so on, we were around negative 8k. In this time, we managed to get our throwing skill up to level 2 using the pebbles. Woodworking went up to a solid 4. Remember, just use any wind crystals you have on those maple logs to make maple lumber, which eventually becomes your pickaxes. This could save you time and puts copper ore to use right away. Same with tin ore. We were managed to get a smithing level 1 out of that. We went and bought 2 stacks of pickaxes. That was the only expense we had this time around. We made 28k total, 24k after you take out the pickaxes from that. We managed to get our throwing skill up to level 3, our smithing skill up to level 2, and we did make 10 pickaxes. I did run out of fire crystals while I was in there, so the results are only based on 8 additional axes. The 2 axes are still on me. But after 2 runs, and give or take, I would say, that would have been around 50k investment, I eventually will be making back around 16k in profit. This point forward, once you have your set of gear, pickaxes are going to be your expense. If you continue to craft and perfect on things of that nature, you can make this list so much better. Right now, things like iron ore, I wouldn't hold on to this early. Go ahead and sell it on the market, make your money back. I'd say if you get your smithing 220 or goldsmith 220, you can start using the iron ore and the silver ore to your advantage from this camp. I will be making another video of full HQ set versus an NQ set versus being naked while mining, just to test the differences and see how valuable that set is. But if you have money from the beginning of the game, like if you followed any of my videos, you should easily have enough to buy the materials, find a crafter, ask a link shell mate, whatever you can. I think if you bought the whole set, you might only be spending around 50k. Still awesome to have, as I believe it does help. Hopefully this video has helped you guys. I want to do a mining series per zone as we move forward with this. I recommend starting here. This is a great base for mining. Not to mention the NPCs around the corner that help you do quick churn-ins. You're inside the city. Good footing. And if there's any other tips and tricks that I missed out on, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to talk about it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.
As soon as you get home, sub, share, smash that like button. The Holy Trinity.
What she said.
Well, now I'm really regretting
what she said.
Oh no, you love me.